low-producing programs, the other half of program review. Where's my clicky? Here it is. We know all of this. This is the other half, the pendulum swing, off we go. So what's going on with the AAS? What we're looking at for only applied associate degrees. The academic associate degrees are not reviewed as part of low producing. The current thresholds are 5 graduates per year, and we look at a 5-year rolling period. The programs we're looking at are at the 4-digit SIP level. So combination of all graduates from the AAS and aligned certificate programs in the 4-digit SIP level. All those numbers come from the CBM 009 report, again on a 5-year rotating basis. We do like to give you a heads up where UEAC and GEAC are the ones who came up with these thresholds and said, hey, let's give everybody a heads up in year 3 and year 4 so they're not suddenly hit with the, oh, you're low producing in year 5. New programs, much like the existing program review, existing program performance review, are exempt for the first 5 years. The count then begins in year 6. So effectively, a new program will not be reviewed for low producing that 5th year until year 10 of the program. By that time, we hope you're up and running. So if you're on the low producing list and you have a red box around your program, click, there we are. We'll send the report out in early February. We ask for responses to just the AAS programs. We include the graduates from certificates. We only need a response from the AAS awards. Selections phase out, consolidate, or request a temporary exemption. I do want to point out the consolidations. That is an option for you, but do remember we're already consolidating the numbers on a 4-digit SIP. So if you've got programs in 1101 and another one in 1110, you may want to look at those and see if is there 50% of those programs in common that we could consolidate under a single SIP. So that's an option out there. The temporary exemption, we're looking for things that apply to closing the gaps and local workforce need, and any other coordinating board priorities. I do want to note that just saying it's a STEM program isn't really enough. We're going to need a bit more than, well, it's STEM, therefore you should keep it. If there's not any graduates in the program, you're not assisting STEM. So that's just beware of that. We also look at small classes, and this is a big item. When we asked you this year, we asked for the course number, so we could go and then pull from the CBM 004 the courses. What we're looking at is any course that has less than 10 students is considered a small class. And an excess of 20% of the courses in your program are small classes. That's a problem. Gets a big red flag as part of the review. So what Dwayne alluded to this earlier as a part of new programs. If part of, well, first of all, if part of low producing, if you do have a program that is given a staff decision of closing the program, a temporary exemption or consolidation was denied, you do not feel that there's additional information that happened in this most recent year, or you don't feel that you agree with that decision, you are welcome to appeal to the board directly, and that will happen in October of every year. So there is an appeal process if you feel the need. Reinstatement of programs, and again, Dwayne mentioned this a little bit earlier. Fill out the big full form, and we will be focusing in our review mostly on the workforce need specifically. Proposed rule changes. This is something that came up this year. It was postponed once and it's been postponed again. The thresholds have been proposed to increase to 8 students a year, in other words 40 over a rolling 5-year period. Those, if approved, those new thresholds would not go into effect until the report that came out in 2018, which is 6 years from now, 5 kind of, but so it would not look for a while. The cause committee approved the rule changes and these new thresholds at the September meeting, the board decided to table their consideration until January. So the rules changes have not gone into effect. We will let you know if they are after the January meeting. That's me. If you have any questions.